Cheese.
All right, welcome in to NBA Shorts. This is your host, Trey Daubert, along with me, co-host, Jacob McCormick. Today is Thursday, March 14th, and we're going to talk about the boogeyman. Jacob, is DeMarcus Cousins becoming a liability for the Golden State Warriors?
Well, there's no easy answer to that, short answer to that question, but I think if I were to give you an easy one, then it's yes. You know, as we've seen in the past couple of games, the Warriors have struggled a little bit more. It's not only due to DeMarcus Cousins, but you can tell that we saw it a couple of games ago against the Celtics with the Terry Rozier, Jason Tatum scuff, that the attitude and the kind of the few negatives that came along with Boogie are starting to rear their head right now. And you wonder if that's going to be an even bigger issue when it comes to the playoffs, because his defense is already a huge issue for him staying on the court. So I think we're entering into this zone of people are really going to be thinking, you know, is Boogie even going to get starter level minutes in the playoffs? I don't think he is.
I think we should probably separate this into two questions.
Yeah.
Is DeMarcus Cousins a liability? The answer is yes. But will he be a liability by the time the playoffs come? And that I don't think we really know the answer to. But so far, he's absolutely been a liability. When the Warriors have had DeMarcus Cousins on the floor, they are being outscored on the year by 0.3 points. Mm-hmm. When DeMarcus Cousins is off the floor, the Warriors have outscored opponents by 7.3 points. That tells you everything you need to know. The Warriors have just been a much more efficient team when he's not out there, partially because he can't guard anyone. Teams are running the whoever offense on him. Mm-hmm. It seems to me that he's slowing team down. They're force-feeding him the ball when they have the ball. It looks like he's dragging on one leg at some points. He's not shooting the ball very efficiently. So, yes, he's been a liability, but will he be a liability come playoff time?
I think he will, because I think a lot of stuff shrinks down, and it's going to change a little bit, especially if they play somebody like the Rockets in the playoffs, or even, you know, right now in the 1-8 matchup, you know, they're playing the Jazz, who, you know, is he going to be able – I mean, Rudy Gobert is not Joel Embiid, but he's not a slouch offensively, and you're going to have some talented big men down there at the bottom of those playoffs. And, you know, even if they play like somebody like the Clippers, you know, and the Clippers are pesky, and they have Montrezl Harrell and Zubac, who run the rim and are athletic and can really put you on a poster very easily. So I think he is. I think that inevitably he's going to be a liability, and I think you're going to see some tough conversations had, and you're going to see some hot takes on how much money is he going to get paid next season. So I think he will be a liability in the playoffs.
I want to bring up one other question. So, Jacob, let's just say you have a friend group. But when you hang out with Jimmy the alcoholic, things work great. And when you hang out with Bob the gambler, things work great. But when you add Jimmy and Bob into the same friend group, things become a disaster. Is it possible that the Warriors can only handle one Draymond Green? They don't need two.
I do. I think when you have personalities like Steph and Clay, and then even like an Andre Iguodala and some of the other unsung heroes of that team, Steve Kerr included, I think you can take one of those players, like you said. They've handled Draymond. They've won 3 championships with Draymond. You know, I think they could compete or win for a championship with Boogie and without, if they had Boogie and no Draymond. But you're right. I think the combination, we've already seen Durant and Draymond clash a little bit. And the one thing you don't want to happen is Draymond and Boogie to clash, because I don't think there's really any one person, or especially if it's in the playoffs, there's going to be media all over it, even more so than it would be in the regular season. So I don't think they can coexist for a full season.
Jeez. The Warriors may have themselves a Boogie problem.
The Boogeyman.
That's going to do it for this episode of NBA Shorts. Check out the website, vendettasportsmedia.com. Give Jacob a follow at Jacob McCormick _. Give me a follow at Trey Daubert, and we'll see you next time.